Are you ready?
Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh
Are you
my
ready, Joe?
goodness.
Are you ready?
Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Tama. So for any of you coming here across this for the first time, welcome to my channel.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. As you guys can see, I have a special guest today. Before I tell you guys who he is, first thing first, I'm going to let you guys hear how we met. Do you want to tell them how we met?
Yes, of course. You captured me. You see, me and the go JJ, and then I came where I was to drop off in the taxi, and one lady came out of the house with 3 children and said, "What is this Baba doing in my taxi?" That's how we met. Wait. Then I became intrigued, you see. So after I finished what I was doing, I called the taxi man and said, "Get me that lady's telephone number." But he didn't. But about 3 days later or so, I came out of my house, and who was coming? Naim. Now the Mami water. I mean, not the Mami water.
Okay.
All right.
So basically, let me say it in a maybe more detailed way, right?
Okay.
So I ordered a taxi. I could see on the app that the taxi had arrived, and then myself and my children, 3 of my children, were with me on that day, and then we came out to go meet the taxi. But I called the taxi man, and he told me he was still on the way. And then one of my children said, "Well, that's the taxi because you can see the plate number on the app." And then we walked up to the taxi, and he was sitting in the taxi.
This Baba was there.
He was sitting in the taxi. I was wondering, like, this is supposed to be my taxi. So I opened the door and I said, "What is this Baba doing in my taxi?"
You see now.
And he was like, he found that funny, and he was like, "Oh, sorry about that." And he came out. I was saying to him, the vibe I got was, Wole Soyinka kind of vibe. You know, that kind of. And he just kind of said hello and said hello to my children and a quick chat. And I said chat. And I was like, "Oh, we need to go because we were going somewhere. We had an appointment."
You forgot
And
to
that
add
was
that I
it.
like your song. I tell
yeah.
you, say this man don't big pass you.
People always say that my children look much taller than. Anyways, and then we got in the taxi. We left. Oh, I'm supposed to have the mic to myself. Sorry. You see, my voice is loud enough, but you know the way his voice is, Arugbo voice. So he needs to support his voice with a mic. But anyway, so we're in the taxi. We got to where we're going. Waiting for the ride ended, and I was waiting for the taxi man to tell me how much was my fare. And he had a call, and he finished his call. I waited patiently, and when he finished his call, he said it was that Baba that just called him, and the Baba was asking for my number. I was like, that's weird. And I said, well, he's an old man. What was the harm? I said, yeah, go ahead.
Well,
and I felt.
Don't repeat that old man. I know the old. I know old. Now you old.
So, anyways, and I said to the driver, "You know what? It's okay. Go ahead and give him." I was actually impressed that the driver asked me first because, okay, let me not go too much into that. And I said, "Okay, yeah, go ahead and give it to him." And 2-3 days later, I was walking on the street, and somebody just came out, and it happens to be him. And he was like, "I've been looking for you. This, that." I'm talking about 2 weeks ago, right? About 2 weeks ago, this happened. We've known each other since then, okay? But what was interesting is how, even though the taxi man refused to give him my number, we still met again. You know what I mean? Or maybe he forgot.
We're meant to meet.
That's it. I believe we're meant to meet. And yeah, that's how we met, okay? So yeah, that was exactly how we met.
Exchanging music files and all kinds
and stuff like that. Yeah, he texted me. Apparently, like I said, I got the Wole Soyinka vibe. Yes, there was something he said when he came out of the taxi. He said, "Are these," say it in your own voice.
All right.
He said, "Are these branches of the same?"
I said, "Are these branches from the tree?" I wanted to ask.
Oh, okay. I thought that
Are you a tree?
But I felt that was a, poetic way to ask me if these people are my children. And I just. Like I said, I got that Wole Soyinka vibes. But apparently he's actually a writer. What else? Tell them, brag.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, tell me.
I know Wole Soyinka very well. It's from Abeokuta.
Okay.
His Fela's cousin. Fela was my bosom friend. Professor Soyinka's younger brother was what they call my fag master in King's College. Wole Soyinka didn't go to King's College. We're King's College old boys, you see. Floriat, up school. Okay, now. So when I was from 1, from 2, Professor Femi Shoyinka, the medical man, used to take me to lunch in the house at Military Street, Oniko, Lagos, He was not one of those who oppressed the child who is supposed to be his fag. You know, some people are very wicked. They will be sending a fag up and down to clean their shoes. And he never did that. He's lovely, but we're friends. He passed away maybe a year ago. Pity. So I know that family very well.
Wow.
As I told you, is Fela's cousin. Fela Biorisha. Or more.
More. Oh God. Guys, guess what? He was actually born in the East, in Abia State.
Abba? Yes, I'm a Yoruba man, but an Abba boy.
Yeah, and he speaks Igbo with an Igbo accent. He I'm Igbo for those of you that may not know. And he was born there, and his Igbo name, his father gave him an Igbo name, and your Igbo name is
Chukwuemeka. And my sister is Ngozi Chukwu, which comes almost the same thing. You see, when I was born, my father called one of his friends, Chief Ubani Okoma, and said, I born this Peking for hand. Give him a Igbo name. So when I write my name in full, people are confused because my name in full is Olatuboso Chukwuemeka Balogun. Although my real family name is Omo Olayole, Balogun is a title, it's not a name.
Okay. And for those that may think we're making it up, display small for them in Igbo language. Kele hana susu Igbo.
Ana Igbo fuma. Ana Igbo carry.
Ana Igbo carry am. Ana Igbo carry am. And
K feature.
What
More natural looking. But then this naughty woman used to call me old man, but he say old baba.
I introduced him to my mother. He said my mother is too old.
No, I know they like old woman. I want the young, fresh stuff like you.
Him and my mother are age mates, but it's like.
No, any man who make a mistake, I'm going to be 79 on the 1st of August. Any man who marry a woman near his age at that time, he go marry trouble. But you are just right for me, but you don't want me, so I don't resign.
Anyways, so yeah, that was how we met, and since then we've been in contact. We've been, he sent me a lot of his work, and there's so much I'm going to share with you guys about him. There is so much, right? But I'm going to say since then we've become friends. And
you be a boy. You're Fofo.
What am I saying?
You say you are going to share. What do you want to share?
Yeah. No, I can't give them.
The money you want to share.
No, I can't give them too much information at once. You have to give them small, so they can keep coming back for more.
You be conny.
But anyway, since then we become friends, and we talk about. And like I said, I believe. I've made videos in which I have told you guys that I believe that life, if you listen, life can speak to you. Life can happen around you that guides you where life wants to take you. And the fact that the taxi man didn't give him my phone number, think about the chances. He was in the taxi I was about to get into. The taxi man didn't give him my number, and I still coincidentally, if you can say coincidentally, we met again.
There's no coincidence in life.
And to be honest, I can say, it's a privilege to have someone that has been around for such a long time that, you can ask questions about life, and there is so much you guys are going to hear. I'm going to talk about Jakpa as well, because Jakpa versus Jakpada, because he will be the king of Jakpada, as far as I'm concerned. And there's so much you guys can learn from him, because think about it.
Be a Agaracha. Agaracha must come back.
Abio. I've spoken with you guys recently about Jakpada, my decision, and I've never made a video telling people you should Jakpada. No, you have to decide what works for you. But for him, as someone that lived abroad, married to a white woman, and lived abroad, a French woman.
There's no white person.
Okay, a French woman. Okay, and then at a point decided to come back home to Nigeria. He jackpadad to Nigeria. Think about the chances that I've been speaking about my jackpada, and I met someone else that is much older than me, is more experienced. You get my point? In the jackpada life, and has decided that he wants to live the rest of his life in Nigeria. You guys don't miss.
Preparing to go. I want to die here.
Did you hear that?
I say, I cannot die in another person's country. Then they go to carry coffin inside the aeroplane, come to find my body. Why? Is that good?
Okay. You guys, like I said, this interview, see, nobody is telling anybody what to do with your life. He's going to tell you what he has done with his life. And I will say what I've done with my life and what I think is nice idea, whatever. You have to make your own choices in life. Okay? So, one more time, meet my Baba Balogu. It's not my Baba.
I don't want to reach that. I never want to reach that.
You're not old enough to be called Baba?
No, I'm old enough to be almost your grandfather because my children are in their late 50s.
Yeah, but your children are not old enough. They're not
No,
old
I
enough.
say almost. We are a 10-year gap. They give me,
But they're not old enough to be my parents.
No, I said the 10-year gap. I not be like the one man in Nigeria. That man say he's 71, but he get picking of 61-year-old.
I've heard about that before. Okay, now let's go to. I think we've done a good job at introducing. There's another aspect of it. Okay, you know what? Let's leave jackpada for a second. I want to talk about something else.
Well, you have to talk about how I left Nigeria in the first place.
Yeah, that's why I said before I talk about jackpada, let's talk about, so you want to tell us how you ended up leaving Nigeria?
Well, I have to start at the beginning. As I said, I was born in Aba. 1st of August 1945, just after the war ended, the Second World War ended. And I went to school, primary school in Aba.